Oh my god, look at what the cat dragged in. I know, it's been nearly a year. Ugh. I'm not gonna bore you with my list of reasons and excuses, but I wanna get back into filming these videos. So I thought I'd just start with my new and improved, at least I hope it's improved, makeup routine. So since I last posted a video, I have condensed my makeup by quite a chunk. Like I have 4 lipsticks now, can you believe it? But I'm really happy with what I've got. I purchased a few pieces this year and I'm really loving them. And I'm finding I'm just reaching for the same things every single day with variations here and there, but that's what we're doing today. My go-to makeup routine. I've finally figured out what I think looks most flattering on me, at least for now. And keep in mind, it's been well over a year since I have filmed myself apply makeup. This took a lot longer than what I anticipated. So is this my best work? No, but you know, we're gonna ease back into it. I'm baby steps. But yeah, enough chit chat. Let's just get into it and talk about the makeup I'm enjoying this year. Ooh, why so serious? Okay, this is me with freshly applied skincare, completely barefaced, and the first product I like to apply is the Make Beauty Infinite Hold Brow Gel. I purchased this maybe a couple of months ago, and the packaging is very weighty, very sexy, hard to come across in a brow gel. And I used to do my brows later on in my routine, and now I do them first, just because I find with any brow product, it will just pick up on any foundation or even skincare sitting underneath and then create that flakiness, which none of us can stand. So I enjoy applying this first, and I don't fill my brows in anymore. I just prefer to brush them up, tidy them up a little bit, and I find that that's enough. Next, I go in with the 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐿 Skin Tint. I have mine in the shade T9, and I really enjoy this. This is my 3rd bottle of it, so I've repurchased it twice now. This is the only base product I have in my collection, and I adore it as it's lightweight. It's shockingly long-lasting too. It allows my natural skin to peek through in a way that still makes me feel natural and not overdone. When I first got it, I would apply it with a brush, but now I much prefer to just apply it with my fingers. I just find that I go through less product as fast, and it just looks very natural, and it's very easy to apply with fingers as well. So I apply about 5 drops and just spread it all over my face and take my time to really make sure it is all blended well. So here it is close up, and you can still see my imperfections peeking through, but that's fine with me. I'm not going for a really perfected look these days. I just really love how it makes my skin look and feel. Next, I go in with the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base, and oh my golly wolly, what was I doing before I had this? Ugh, I wouldn't use a primer. I would use some primers and they would be okay, but no one told me how good this is. This works. Ever since I've started using it, my eyeshadow lasts all day. It looks just as good as when I first apply it. And I really like to apply it not only on my lid, but also on my inner corner and underneath my eye, because I find it just helps with smudging and longevity around that area for my concealer as well. Next, I go in with this Custom Contour Duo by Manasi 7 in Cinnabar Mocha. And I've already used quite a bit of it, as you can see. I'm not sure if this has been discontinued. I know they're discontinuing a few of their products, but I really hope they don't. I now don't like to apply bronzer on my cheeks, but more so just on my forehead, around the perimeters of my face, and a smidge on my nose. And what I really like about this product is so easy to apply. It's not too warm, not too cool. It's kind of in the middle. And it's nice that depending on the time of year, you can, make it a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, depending on how tanned you are. Next, I go in with the classic 𝐏𝐑𝐿𝐒 Concealer in Almond. I've had this for years and I still have so much left. I just apply a little bit on my finger and then spread it out on any redder areas where I've had dermatitis or breakouts, as well as my dark circles. And for anyone who's curious, I find this is a perfect match with the 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐿 Skin Tint in the shade T9 as well. I know it looks like I'm being really tough and rough on my face, but I promise you it's all very gentle touches. Next, I go in with the NARS Total Seduction Longwear Cream Eyeshadow Stick in the shade Oblivion. It's so long lasting, and I find if I just want that little something something on my eyes, then I can just apply this and be happy with it. It just provides that little bit of a shadow. But it also functions really well as a base for other eyeshadows, which is what we are going to do next. So my favorite eyeshadow palettes, and the only two I've purchased this year, this one, the NARS Afterglow Tempting Eyeshadow Palette, which looks much more remarkable in person than on their website. I find online it looks okay. You look at it and you think, wow, it looks so pink. But there are many different ways to use it. I mean, there are pink shades, but a lot of the other shades are very good one and done, so they're very complimentary. And as you can see, the sparkles are just breathtaking in this palette. It really looks much better when you see it in person. Even here, it doesn't look as dazzling as it does in real life. So as much as I love that one, we are going to use this other one that I purchased this year. And this is old news. This is nothing new. This is the Quad by Tom Ford in the shade Hazy Sensuality. Again, looks boring, but I went to Whole Renfrew and swatched it in the store at the counter, and I was just mesmerized. Like, the sparkles took my breath away. And I'm showing it to you here in a kind of blurry way because I feel like this is the best vantage point to truly capture the sparkle. And while the two lighter shades look very similar, one is more warm toned and the other is more cool toned. And the sparkles are just like, I don't know, thousands of tiny diamonds on the eye. It's very, very stunning. So first I went in with the warmer toned, lighter sparkly shade just all over the lid. Dust that all over. And using the same brush, I go into the brown shade and then just kind of dabble that on my corner there. There's really no rhyme or art or reason to what I'm doing. It's just, these shadows are so smooth and easy to work with. I really feel like you can't go wrong. And especially for a quad, it's just easy to kind of put the colors all together and you still get a cohesive look. I am by no means talented with eyeshadow at all. And sometimes I might even just leave it like that. But for the sake of the video, I tried to use all the shades. So next I went in with the pink shade and just sort of blended that in with the two shades I've applied already. Trying to get closer to the camera and show you what's going on. Here I'm going in with a clean, fluffy brush to just blend it all together a bit better. And then finally going in with the more cool toned, sparkly shade at the top there, and then just applying that to my inner corner. Next, I'm going in with this Hung Van Gogh Beauty Longwear Waterproof Precision Gel Eyeliner in the brown shade, Soften the Edge. I was so excited to get this. Before this, I'd been using the one by Prada, which also claims to be smudge proof, and I can tell you that neither of them are. So the hunt continues. I mean, this is nice. What I will say is this feels a lot smoother to apply on my waterline. The Prada one is nice, but it is a nightmare to sharpen and it hurts to apply it. I couldn't really get it to feel nice after sharpening it for the first time. So I do find this one by Hung Van Gogh it feels nicer. It's a lot gentler in the waterline, but it does inevitably smudge by the end of the day, which is, as you know, very annoying. So the hunt continues for an eyeliner, but I will say that it is waterproof. It does last on the waterline extremely well, so I'll give it that, but I wouldn't repurchase it. Next, I'm going in with this Manasi 7 Silk Finish Powder, and this is my favorite powder. Love, 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 love. You cannot go overboard with this. It never looks cakey or powdery or anything like that. I had the pressed powder by Westman Atelier in Bubble before this and finished it completely, but then purchased this one and I much, much prefer it. I am using an eyeshadow brush to apply it, and I prefer this to a powder brush as it allows me to apply it in a more focused way. So I find I can be a bit more precise, and I just find the application in general easier this way. Next, I'm going in with this Gucci Volumizing Mascara, and nothing has ever come close to my absolute favorite mascara of all time, which was the So Volume Mascara by 𝐃𝐂𝐒, but that's since been discontinued. And I didn't realize it had been discontinued until about a year afterwards. So yeah, having used that one in well over a year anyway, as I was trying to find more affordable options, which is basically every single other mascara on the market. This one by Gucci is good. It's gotten better as it's aged, but you do need to get used to the wand. And it will flake ever so slightly, which the 𝐃𝐂𝐒 never did. So I'm going to compare this Gucci one to their lengthening one once I finish it. Next, I'm going in with my favorite lip liner ever, the 𝐃𝐂𝐒 lip liner in the shade Chocolate. I have finished a whole one before this one, so I repurchased it. This is a newer one, but my original one lasted me a long time, like well over 2 years. I want to say 3 years, but I feel like that's pushing it, but it was a long time. And I now own 2 lip pencils, so this one and one other one by Hermes, and I find that that's enough. Next, I go in with this Hermes satin lipstick in the shade Beige d'Automne. It looks a lot pinker on the website than it actually is. I find it's more of a beautiful, neutral, rosy brown shade, just gorgeous. For me, it's my perfect everyday nude shade. It just wakes me up. It has a slight elegant shimmer to it too. Not glitter or anything like that, but just this really fantastic sheen. Here it's looking a little more warm toned than it actually is in real life. I think it looks ever so slightly cooler in real life. Funny story, I went to the Hermes counter at Hove Renfrew only with intentions to buy this lipstick, and I walked out with a lip oil, a lip liner, and the lipstick. The girl was just too good. She worked her magic on me. Next, I'm going in with one of my favorite makeup products. So the All Over Colors by Manasi 7 are incredible. Eat my heart out. My favorite blush product ever, and perhaps one of my favorite makeup products ever. And can you believe I only own 5 blushes now and these are 4 of them. So yeah, quite the change, and I use the 4 I have very regularly. So right now I'm showing you the shades I have. So I have Dianthus, I have Bisque. I think one I showed earlier was Fuchsine, which is a beautiful fuchsia shade. They're all just so beautiful, but what I'm going to apply in this video here is Furusato, which is a light pink with neutral undertones that adds a natural color to your cheeks and lips. They describe it as the color of strawberry, dragon fruit, and pink lotus. Honestly, what really gets me with Manasi is their marketing, their product images are beautiful, but their colors are just so nuanced and bang on. So I prefer to pick up the blush with a spatula, and you only need the tiniest bit, and then I just apply it to the apples of my cheeks, and I use this Chanel kabuki brush to just sheer it out, and usually I'll stop there and that's it. And I find just applying blush in this way, just to provide a wash of color on my cheeks, is all I need. Like before I would go in with contour, bronzer, and everything, and I just think it looks too much on me. But for the video, for you guys, I'm going in with this other product I purchased this year, this limited edition palette by NARS. It's their Hot Escape Cheek and Face palette that was released this year. And I got it in the lighter shade, which was actually advertised for fair skin tones, but I think these colors would look stunning on most skin tones. So I'm going in with the 2 top shades, and I just sort of dab my brush into both, and you can't really see it on camera, but it provides this really ethereal, cool tone sheen on top of the Furusato blush I applied earlier. Kind of irks me that you can't really see it on camera here, but in real life, it just provides this really elegant, like fairy dust, but not glittery or anything like that. It just looks really ethereal and gives you that glow that we're all after. And the last thing I apply is this Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow Highlighter in the shade Solar Light. So before purchasing this, I finished off a liquid illuminator by Chanel. It was a limited edition product, and I thought it would be impossible to beat that. But This has become my secret weapon in my makeup arsenal. It adds this subtle luminosity and it makes me feel like I look healthier, more awake, more alive, all that jazz. And I just apply a little bit to my cheekbones and nose. And here is the final look. So I really just like to emphasize my eyes, add color to my lips because I feel like I look dead before I apply any color to my lips at all. And I find this makeup look just makes me feel fresh and not too overdone, not feeling like I need to go through all the steps and apply all the different products and just leaving my cheeks alone a bit more. I feel like that's made a big difference too. So I'd love to know what makeup products you are gravitating towards right now. What are your favorites or what changes you've made in your routine? And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on my next one. Bye.